Alright, you toothpicks at large, I am back. All 8 of you. Bright and early on a Saturday morning. Or was it a Friday? I'm not really sure anymore. But nonetheless, I am out here making a valid attempt on this car to make some progress. And today, I decided to try my hand at some body work. Paint some wheels. Paint some calipers. What else do I do? Talk about the inside. And yeah. Let's see how far I get with this. Probably not as far as I want to, but hey, we're making the attempt. Yeah, I don't know what kind of damage happened to this damn thing, but we got a whole bunch of low spots, high spot. It's already bare metal right there. It's cracking. Oh, this is super high. This is crazy low. This is like fucking like doing like fucking this number. At any rate, sanding this quarter with 80 grit just to knock down as much of the surface as I could, because it was an incredibly rough surface, not smooth, and it was somebody else's work, so you already know how that's gonna go. So the clear coat was less than ideal. Bondo is in abundance. Yeah, it's just not something you really want to have to deal with, but here I am. Alright, I'm about to try to just get off all this flaking clear coat and paint stuff that's on here. You can see how all this is about to chip off pretty soon. So, hopefully I can sand through this with the 80 grit. Get off all this stuff. This part is random ass hole. And all this. There's somebody else already tried to Bondo this or something and it shrunk back and it's cracking. If that's what happened. See, we went through a couple times. Battery had just died, but I went ahead and continued standing on this back end. Got most of the bumper done. I just got to do the bottom part of it. Did this side. Gotta sand this area some. The little catch for the gas cap was making it sit low, but it's a low spot anyway right here and down there. Sanded most of this trunk lid. So I had been up these corners before. I had to get that figured out. Alright, it is yet another day out here in the slum. And, as you know, I do not live out here. But, I'm about to show you what all I got done. Probably put in 14-ish hours, something yesterday, working on this thing. Had to go, I'll just show you what I got through. I was able to finish getting rotors and brake pads, painted the calipers, and then painted the rest of the inside. Drained the oil, which I guess is leaking out of that pan, so
nice.
That's rather counterintuitive. I gotta paint this side still, so that's, I guess, like a before shot. Let's put it on my car. I was to say, it's the first time I really tried to do these, like just paint some stock wheels black, but they didn't turn out too bad. Anyways, this is a radiator I went and got from the junkyard, because this is what came off of here. So I'm gonna just replace that whole thing, because I don't know how they got that on there. I guess they got it on there like backwards or something. So, I don't know, goal for today I think is to try to see if I can get this thing to turn over again, because it was able to run and drive last time before I took the whole dash out. So I'm gonna try to get the ABS module in, put that in over there. But I think the dash can go straight in after this. I gotta make sure that the sunroof can drain, which is that hose right there on both sides. Make sure that can drain down. Finished running the wiring looms that I took out, and you saw that I had to, or I guess nobody saw, but I'm gonna show you that I had to rewire that because I just cut it from the junkyard, and then put this loom in as well. I don't think these match out of the V6 into a 4-cylinder, so we're gonna have to see about that one, Chief. Then yeah, let's hop to it. Somebody just straight up jimmied up a transmission cooler, since I guess they didn't have the right line, but I guess that worked for a time. Alright, well, it is high noon, and it is a windstorm out here, but I'm finally going to try to do the dash swap. This is the old one. It's super rusted. This is coming out of a 99, and this is a 2000 that's going into. So, and hopefully there's not a problem with like the SRSs. So, it's incredibly rusted out, like you wouldn't believe. And then this is hopefully what we're putting in. I was gonna keep the cluster, but this little screen in there is like all messed up. So the only problem is that this one has like 230, and the new cluster has like 280. So let the courts recognize that this is the change of the odometer reading. Alright, let's see how long this takes. Alright, so apparently there's like guide pins on the top that you have to have it sit on, but other than that, it was trying to get the steering shaft to line up down there. Both the door harnesses, there's those two plugs coming out of the firewall, the brake switch, AC blend door switch. There's a PCM plug. There's the temp sensor. What is that? A relay plug. The plug going to the sunroof, and then there's the main one that comes out the firewall. Now I just gotta do these with like six bolts for the dash, and then there's 2 more for the steering column, and then there's like 6 down here. Jesus Christ. We got the super dank can in. Transmission line. You need to connect the transmission cooler line. Is my phone about to die? Yes, it is. It's on 4%. Fuck this.